Signs, signs everywhere, signs. Signs for your business and signs for your ride. Sign Pros is the place where we make your signs.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going? Good morning. We are the Sign Brocast. We're all up in your business. Good morning. Today we have a special guest from Hugs and Jugs, Mr. Antonio Gandarilla. Give it up.
Thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for being with us.
Thank you.
It's too early in the morning to say something like hugs and jugs. Huh?
Yeah.
We met you through Omar. Over the phone, really, just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Who Sun City Vibes, of course, who does all our media stuff, and he does a lot of other things too. You also work with him.
Yeah, he he did the logo. He's done pretty much everything. He helped me build it from the ground up.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Cool
He's
name,
great
man.
at what he does. Thank you.
Yeah.
So tell us more about Hugs and Jugs.
So Hugs and Jugs, I guess, I want to make it a feel-good company. Also grow it into a bar. It's the same thing with Hooters and Twin Peaks. But I want to get into doing more branding and working with partners as far as like breast cancer awareness or Mothers Against Truck Drivers, veterans. Pretty much give back. It's not a company like, make a quick buck. It's
Gotcha.
leave a legacy and build it and work with other people.
You're in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make
There
a
you go.
name for sure.
So you had said that's your ultimate goal is to have like a restaurant or something like that. So for
Yeah,
now,
the restaurant bar, yeah.
so for now, you're just trying to get the name out there, like you were telling
Yeah,
me?
because it was either dump 50, 60 grand into a bar during COVID or put a couple thousand and get a
Build it up.
recognition. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, build the name up.
Yeah.
So right now, you're basically an apparel company, right? You're selling shirts and what else?
Apparel so far. So it's apparel. I mean, it's mugs, hats, little like knickknacks and everything.
Gotcha.
But apparel mostly hoodies. Eventually get into leggings and shorts and build it from there.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, so what time the restaurant rolls around, if it happens, people already know the name already.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
I want to build it to where El Paso, like all of El Paso. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen the shirt. I own a shirt. I've seen it online. I know the website. And then, oh, look, there's a bar. Let me stop by.
Nice.
And then, hopefully they go from there.
And people could order online?
Yeah, the
Nice.
website's been up. It took me a while. This has been since January, but
Wow.
one of the first things I did was get the domain and put the website up. I had no idea what to do, and you couldn't order a single thing. Like the items were on there, and it wasn't until about 2-3 weeks ago when I was like, okay, fine, I'll take an hour and I'll do it. And I finally did it. I did a mock order for myself, and yeah, it's taken off.
Oh,
I've
no,
got a
right
couple
on.
sales on there, so it's pretty cool when you see the live feed, like 2 or 3 people on it. It's pretty awesome.
All right on.
Yeah,
Right on.
that's cool.
I probably shouldn't say this, but
When he says that, that's pretty bad, bro. So
No.
be warned.
But because Carlos was saying, hey, we got Hugs and Jugs on. I was like, Hugs and Jugs, okay, what's that? He said it's a cuddling company. They go to your house and they cuddle.
I was giving him a joke, and he laughs because in California, I just moved from California. There's actually places like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
that's
actually
it.
believe it. But then I explained to him what it was. So.
Yeah, so that stayed stuck in my head, man. So
Hey, that might be a side.
Yeah,
it's side
Side
gig.
gig.
It's side
Bad
gig.
idea.
So
I
explain
might
the
take off more.
explain the concept behind the panda, just the cute, cuddly type of idea, the hugs part, or I would
So yeah, that's the concept because, like I said, I've been working with Omar through this whole thing, and I thank him a lot because he helped me make it what it is.
Oh,
I came to him with one day I was like, yo, like I want to do something, and I have this idea, and it's like Hugs and Jugs. Okay, I like it. Like let me see your ideas, and I was embarrassed. He's like, just let me see. I was like, no, I don't want to show you. He's like, just show it to me. So I went to my car and I got a little sticky pad that had coffee on it, and it was wrinkled up. I was like, hey, this is my idea, and I want to build it into this. And sure enough, he made the name better, and then he calls me. He's like, hey, I have a panda. What do you think about a panda? I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I love pandas, man. I mean, people love pandas. and
Sure.
It,
Yeah.
it goes with it.
Of course.
Sure. The first one he showed me was pretty atrocious. I was like, nah, we can't use that one, man. It was, we still
too
laugh
mean.
about it.
Was
Nah,
it
nah,
more Jugs than Hugs, or
Nah,
was
it had nothing to do with Hugs or Jugs, man. It was bad, and like we made fun of it for a while. And then a couple of days later, he sends me this guy, and I was like, yeah, dude, perfect.
That's there you go.
And he made that, and people see it and they loved it. I was like, I love pandas. I mean, everyone loves pandas, and the way he made it, I was like, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Like that's awesome. And it just went with the whole name.
The black and white look.
Yeah.
perfect, and it looks very nice and cute in the front, and then you go in the back, and tell us about the back.
The back.
Yeah.
Just so everyone can see it. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, no,
but you guys
gotcha,
can see
gotcha.
it. But one of the things I try to live by is being a better person. You know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Not to get something back or get anything back. It's just be a better person, you know. I'll hear people say, "Oh, I want to be good and I do this, but so this won't happen to me, or so maybe this will happen to me." It's like that's the wrong way to live by, you know. Just be a good person, like be better. And I was like, man, what can I say? And I can't be like, be a good person in the back of a shirt. You're like, no one's gonna watch.
So you went for the flip. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, no one's gonna be like, oh, be good or be better, you know. I was like, no, well, what's the opposite of that?
Yeah.
But people understand it and will laugh at it. And I was like, I always say it all the time, you know. I was like, yeah. You see, whenever I go to a bar and people see it, they're like, "Oh, dude, like here's a shot. Like I love that saying. Like I live by
nice.
it." Like, that's
right
cool,
on.
man. Yeah,
And it's an interesting contrast because the front looks all nice and cute and cuddly, and then also in the back, so it kind of hits you again.
yeah.
Edgy.
And not all the shirts, unfortunately, are gonna have it. I mean, I'm making half and half. It's funny because some people are like, no, I can't wear that around schools.
Sure.
And then some people tell me, hey, where's the shirt with this on it? Why doesn't this one have it? I was like, nah, it just not everything
Writing down
have
some
it.
other
Yeah.
sayings.
What do the other shirts say?
Nothing, man. So
okay,
for the
blank.
most part, these ones are small. The ones that don't have anything on the back are a little bit bigger. I have some baseball tees that everybody loves. That they have the bigger one here, and there's nothing in the back. These ones are the ones that call the more attention. But once you get on the website, like, okay, well, I can't have everything that says that. And you have a couple different selections, which I'm gonna make more. But for now, you get a little bit of everything, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Right on. Right on. I dig that saying. We were having a conversation the other day with some buddies, and we were talking about this guy that we were talking with. He had no idea. He's like part black. Didn't know that he was. But we started talking about racism and stuff like that, you know. And then racism came up, and then we started saying a lot of people, they're not so much that they're racist.
Yeah.
They're just that's basically what it is.
Here's a shirt.
You know, if you can stop being that. It make everybody be a better place one by one, man. That's it.
That's exactly
it,
the
stop
point behind it,
racism,
yeah.
stop all that stuff.
Just stop being that. And
Yeah.
I mean, because
We'll be good.
Yeah, you hear simple stories and like, man, like that. Like you just avoided that by doing that.
By
so,
doing that.
yeah, just put on a shirt and then turn around and let them read it. And
Yeah.
So it's
Go.
basically a community service, like a
There you
PDA
go.
announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, headphones.
Yeah. Please.
So, since you, obviously the hugs part, you're probably appealing to both male and female, but obviously probably would think more female. Are you selling them in the lady style shirts or just?
So I do have crop tops.
What they call them? Okay, I don't know.
Well, the crop tops, I mean, those are specifically for females. I mean, I have nothing here. Those ones, after I talked to some girls about it, they like this shirt because they can wear it around, you know. The crop tops, I guess it's more feminine, and they don't want to have the saying on the back. One out of the 20 girls that have asked, like, yeah, I would wear it with the saying on the back. But for the most part, it's like, no, if it's a crop top, I want it to be cute and not as, I guess, mean.
That's
you know?
mean.
Yeah.
But which I would think the opposite, because if you're wearing a crop top, a lot of guys are gonna look at you. So I would think a girl would want to have that saying, so guys wouldn't be staring, you know. Like if they're saying, oh, okay, you know what, my bad. Like I see your shirt.
Gotcha.
I
So,
got you.
Yeah.
so as far as like with the restaurant, you already have a vision for what it's gonna be like. Would the girls be wearing these shirts?
Yeah, because I mean, when you go to Twin Peaks and Hooters, I mean, I'm there all the time. I love that place, you know. But also there all the time are a bunch of creeps and people like you can see taking pictures. It's like, hey, you know, like,
Yeah.
come on, dude, like don't be that, man. So if you have a shirt,
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy, especially. It's exactly there. So in the restaurant, I have a theme somewhat already, but yeah, they'll be wearing the shirt. So I mean, in a bar, when you get drunk, people tend to act rowdy and get wild. So I think if you have that saying around, it would keep people lively, you know, like humorous. Like, all right, cool. Like, I'll relax. It says it on their shirt.
Gotcha.
I'm looking at her all day. Like, I
Chill
guess
out,
I'll-
have a hug.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Get some jugs, like whatever you want. Yeah.
So I know it's thinking down the road, but do you have a particular area in town that you're thinking about?
Around Zaragoza, I would like to stay because I mean,
Nice.
if you go further up Zaragoza, there's way too much traffic. I mean, 5 o'clock just to even get there, go have a beer, some food. It's like it's crazy.
It is.
So I'd rather
It
be
is.
around here somewhere. Like the office, even though it's a nice little hole in the wall, like people love that place, you know.
Yeah.
So if I have enough recognition for the name, I think no matter where it's at, it's gonna hit because people are like, oh, I know the name, like I'll stop by.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
think
if the-
I'm just here.
If the name is recognizable, people go wherever they need to go for
Yeah.
that. Like it was like the other night, we went to Hooters. We live far, but we drove to Hooters because we wanted some wings.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people go from here to the west side, like when Crave was first around, like right there on Mesa in Cincinnati. Like people would
Oh,
go
it's a
from
place to
parties.
be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So no matter where you were, I was like, oh, okay, I want to go to Crave.
Gotcha.
So that's the whole idea behind it. So I figured this was the easiest way and the cheapest way to get a name out there. And then once I have the capital, or once the timing is right, I mean, after COVID passes, once the vaccines are in place, people are going to be out. So
Sure.
I think a restaurant bar is going to be the best thing.
They're
to do.
already
They're
started.
already
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Bro.
Yeah.
They're already out.
Yeah. But I mean, even then, you still have people like, no, I'm scared. Like I go to the gym and I had a buddy. I didn't see him in a year and a half. He's like, oh yeah, I've been scared, man. Even to go to the gym. I was like, imagine a restaurant or a bar or something like.
Sure.
You still have a lot of people at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But like when we go, but the good thing is that every place that I've been to, it's not like ridiculous. I don't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think they're being smart about it. They're spreading out the tables here and there, and of course all the employees are wearing their masks.
Yeah.
So every place that I've been, I think they're all being smart about it.
And yeah, I think there's only been maybe one or two places that I've been to, but they were like actual bars.
Yeah.
That people just didn't care,
Yeah.
But everywhere else,
There's
you
those
go.
places too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And as far as the hugs part, would that be part of being greeted when you come to the restaurant? Nice big hug.
That's kind of still in the air,
They're talking legal issues right there, man.
That's kind of maybe if your bar tab is really high, like thank you for coming in, that's awesome. Thanks for the big tip or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna play into the whole theme,
Sure.
But yeah, that would be pretty cool being greeted,
Yeah.
by Hugs and Jugs. That's the dream. You walk. I'm gonna be there every day.
Yeah, good promotion out on the
Yeah.
street. Your free hugs, like those guys that hold a free hug.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
promotion.
exactly.
Right on, man. Tell us about you. Were you from El Paso?
Yeah, so I was born in Kansas, but I wasn't living there or something. My uncle, we went to go visit him, and I popped out over there. It's pretty cool. And then we moved back to El Paso. I've been here all my life. Middle child, 2 brothers.
Ah,
And,
hey, 3 bros like us. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm the middle child, so
So you're the Nathan of the group.
oh, that's cool.
You're the problem child then.
Yeah, that for sure.
Hugs and Jugs, there it is.
Yeah, for sure. I've been the problem child.
We'll talk afterwards, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk afterwards.
I've been here all my life, and I work at Verizon. Like I said, that's my full-time job. It's a good place. Been there almost 3 years.
Good.
And it's just it's one of those things you try to find what you're good at. I went back to school recently, and it filled that one of the voids that you have, and I made the dean's list. And I was like, oh, cool, it's
Nice.
awesome.
Congrats.
And then 2 semesters later during COVID, it was just a mess, man. I've been online. You can't focus for anything. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I want to go back. And I was taking 4 classes this semester, and I dropped 3 of them. I was like, well, I'm going to have free time. I was like, that's when I came up with this idea, just like, what can I do? Like, what can I do to do more? I mean, I work 40 to 45 hours a week. I mean, I spend time with family, go to the gym, do everything that I can,
Yeah.
I was like, I want to do more. And then when this came around, this was just something different. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like, it's not that I'm trying to fill any sort of void. I was like, oh man, this is cool. Like, I want to get my name out there, build a legacy. Like,
Sure.
I mean, it's a dream if one day like it blows up where you see it in a huge retailer,
course,
you know,
yeah.
and like, oh, that came from El Paso. That would be the greatest thing. Of course,
Yeah.
it's a dream. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I would like it to happen, and I'm gonna work for that. But that's the whole idea behind it,
Sure.
'cause everyone just tries to find their niche or tries to find something. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And yeah, for me, like, this turned into it. I never
Nice.
thought about it, I still think I was like, that's crazy. Like, I wore my own shirt. Some people are like, hey, that's a cool shirt. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man. It's mine. Like,
It's
here's
mine.
a business card, But then they look at me like, okay, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, and they check it out. I was like, hey, dude, that's awesome. It's your shirt. And, like, I bought one. I was like, oh, thanks, man. That's awesome. It's a great feeling,
Sure.
Right on. Yeah.
And you had mentioned something about the breast awareness. Does this have a personal connection to you? I mean, do you have family members or any kind of cancer?
One of my aunt did pass away from that.
Wow.
But it's not more of a connection, just more wanting to give back, There's, like, you see a lot of bar owners, like, that made it big, and I'm rich and famous, Like, a lot of people, like, I'm not hating on them, but that's awesome, And that's cool, but I don't want to go that route. If I make it to the point where my company is successful, like, everyone around me is going to be successful. It's not going to be, oh, I made it, cool, like, it was nice to know you guys. Oh, you can't talk to Antonio anymore because he's too
Yeah.
cool, I want to make it to the point where, like, it's not, like, all about being rich. It's being successful in the way where what you bring to others. So breast cancer awareness, I mean, a lot of people are affected by that. And I think Hugs and Jugs goes along with it so well.
Absolutely,
So,
perfectly.
yeah, that to me, when I thought about it, I was like, man, that'd be crazy. So I'm trying to find a way, like, to partner with them and have maybe 1 or 2 shirts specifically, like 100% of proceeds go to them,
Nice.
Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, because, El Paso, and
Yes.
a lot of people are affected by that in here. I mean, just to bring more awareness, just imagine being in a bar and you see a shirt that says "Don't drink and drive." Like, it's gonna make you think twice, just like with that saying, like that's another goal of mine.
Especially if that's all over the place.
Yeah, so I mean, Uber's a
Some
big
awareness.
thing. So instead of going out, you're driving and then you see the shirt, it's gonna make you think twice. Whereas to the point where if you didn't see it, you're gonna be like, who cares? I've gotten away with it before, And like with Veteran Affairs, one of my cousins is a veteran. He's an awesome person, but he's built his life, and he made it well. He has his kids, and I mean he's chilling now. But you have it on the other spectrum where you see veterans. I mean, on the street.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's not a company or a business to try to get rich quick. It's try to be successful in every way around it. So
You pretty young. Have you done any kind of have you opened any kind of businesses before?
No.
This is your first attempt at
my first attempt.
entrepreneur. Huh?
I mean, I was a bartender for a long time, which I loved. That was awesome. And after that, I went into cell phones, did T-Mobile and did Verizon. Luckily, Verizon is a really great place to work for, and they take care of you. So I never really thought, I'm like, oh, maybe I should venture off, I've been taken care of pretty well, so I never thought about it. They took care of my school, they take care of everything. But when I had some money lying around, I was like, well, I want to try something.
Gotta do something.
Yeah, I see people like, oh, what are you doing? I have my own business, or I have this, I have that. And I was like, well, I don't have anything in my name like that, so let me try it out. I mean, even if this flops, it's still pretty cool to see people rock it,
Sure.
And,
And you can at least say you tried something.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotcha.
Yeah, having a business, like when I went, it cost me like I think $30 to get registered with Texas. But walking out, I was like, "This is insane! Like this is my
That's
name,
a great first step.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were like, this is all it took?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's like
$30.
$30. So what about all the other stuff? I mean,
Oh yeah, that's just the beginning, bro. Let me
yeah.
tell you.
Oh no, see, I took all the legal routes, I guess you could say, because I trademarked the name. That was one of the first
good.
things I
Awesome.
did. Once I thought of the name and I saw the name, I went on LegalZoom, which big mistake, and I trademarked it. It was a class 25, and then I got a class 43, which is for the restaurant bar. So if someone across the country tries to open Hugs and Jugs, like, no, you can't, bro. It's trademark.
Oh.
You can't use my name either. You can't use a patent either.
So you
Like,
researched the name, obviously, because that's part of the thing, right? So
Yeah.
there was nothing out there?
There was a couple things. There was like Hugs and Kisses. Hugs and this, but nothing Hugs and Jugs. Nothing
Wow.
where it was like, oh, well, it might infringe,
Yeah.
And you would think I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
what kind of
something,
company is gonna
yeah.
like have that website, But
Wow.
nothing.
Good for you, man.
I went on there at hugsandjugs.com, like .com, not .org, not something like that.
Dot
Hugs
com.
and Jugs, yeah.
Wow.
And when I see people like, hey, go to this website, and even when you go on your phone, the little panda pops up. I'm like, that's cool, man. And you go on there, and it's not a big catalog, but that's crazy. Nobody else thought the name.
Yeah.
It's so catchy, and it can be used for a bunch of different things.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like
One of a kind.
PG-13 or something
Or the
else.
other-
No one took
or
it.
The other spectrum.
Yeah, and I was just like, how did no one take that? Like,
Wow.
no one took it. And buying the domain, I was like, the website's like, that's cool, man. Like, this is my website.
Yeah.
Like, this is me.
That
Like,
name
it's
is
crazy.
yours.
Yeah, it's insane.
Cool. And right now it's hugsandjugs.com?
Yeah, just Hugs.
Just
Hugs.
the way...
Yeah, Hugs and Jugs. No and for people seeing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's no and. Hugs and Jugs.
Cool. We'll make
It
sure
was-
we put the information on the screen so everybody can check it
Yeah,
out.
I would appreciate that because I didn't use the and because it looks better like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Printing wise is a lot less letters, is less
Yeah.
expensive. So yeah.
Of course.
And
One. You did smart, man. One color.
Yeah. I'm like, no, do this, do that. I was like, nah, it's too much, man. I want to keep it. Because I don't believe that there's a lot of gray in life. The way I see things is black and white. So the name, the panda, everything goes with it. Very black and white. Keep it as simple as possible. It goes with the motto. It goes with everything. So I say that keep it simple. And I've told Omar because Omar has some awesome ideas.
Yeah.
Like he does some awesome work and he does like I've seen the things that he does and I tell him like, dude, I'm just simple. And it's like, all right. Like he wants to get really creative,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, dude, just black and white. It's like, all right.
Yeah, boggle his mind,
Yeah,
man. What do
yeah.
you mean no
I
full
was like,
color?
no, you need this. It's like, yeah, it looks cool. It looks awesome, but just black and white. That's
Yeah,
it.
simple.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's easier to do, and it's easier to print. It's just easier.
Gotcha.
Way I've seen
All the
it.
way around, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything right now to promote it, just the shirts right now? Are you doing any like booths or anything?
So I have since I work full time, it's kind of hard,
Sure.
But I do have the Upper Valley Market. Apparently, it's a huge little vendor spot.
Mm-hmm.
I have it May 2nd, and that I did one at the beginning of April. First Street Market in downtown by Ochoa, where the old 101 used to be, that little club, and it was cool, man. It was a cool experience because there was about, I would say, 40 vendors, and it was a little square. people came around. There was a band, and I mean, I saw how underprepared I was. Like, I had a cool little table with a nice little black wrap. I was like, this is cool. And my shirt spread out. And I look around. I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I don't have any attention. I look like I'm just sitting here.
Yeah.
And luckily, some people still came by and they saw it, you know. But it was the wrong crowd because, like, Hugs and Jugs. And some people came up and they saw the shirts. Like, okay, cool. I'll take one for my niece and for myself. Well, that's cool. And when I've researched when I've seen everything of the Upper Valley, like, it's a younger crowd, there's at least 150 vendors.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's gonna be people out there.
Yeah, we have cool bands.
Yeah,
and stuff
exactly.
That go and hang
even
out.
if I don't sell anything, I'll get some food or I'll enjoy my Sunday, you know. But I'm gonna start doing more events like that, like inside of gyms or anywhere I really can. Not to try to sell, even if I sell one shirt, cool. But just out of exactly. People
Branding,
are gonna,
man.
hey, I've seen that shirt. I guess I'll take one. You know, like, or you see somebody else wear it. It's like, I guess I'll take one. And so the promoting right now is just Facebook promotion, Instagram promotion, like ads. I've shipped out a couple to different people around the country, like different friends of mine.
Oh, nice.
And I sent one of the girls here at Anytime, and because of her, I got like 10 followers and an order from McAllen. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
Nice,
I
yeah.
shipped out. I mean, I shipped out to Alaska once, but it was a buddy of mine, you know.
Yeah.
So it felt cool, but not like just a random person. Like, yo, I love your shirt. Send some out here to McAllen. I was like, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on, man. You never know. That's the cool thing about this, man. You can talk to just one person.
The right person.
Yeah, you give them a business card without even thinking anything of it, and they may
Sure.
be
Yeah.
very influential.
Yeah.
And that's why it's crazy. I gave one to another girl at the gym, and she loved it. She's like, I love the name. And then within an hour, she texts me. She's like, hey, what's your Cash App? Because I need 5 shirts for my cousins.
There you go.
And I was like, she's just joking because I gave her a free shirt, right? And then I get a bunch of text messages. $100 in your Cash App. I was like,
Oh, nice.
oh, okay. Well, here's some shirts.
on.
And then just a pretty girl, you know. People look at her. It's like, here's a free shirt.
Sure.
And from that 5 sales.
Nice.
Like, that's cool. Like
Wow.
that was awesome.
There it is. And I give a free T-shirt to all the pretty girls. And
It's nice, you know. Hey, you're a pretty girl. I'm not gonna hit on you. I promise. But
Yeah,
here's a
well,
free
here's a shirt.
Here's a free shirt. But if you want to go to dinner, that's cool.
advertise for me.
Free advertise. There you go. Yeah, definitely.
And that's the best one because actually girls like the name a lot more than guys, which I thought it would be the opposite, you know. But whenever I go anywhere, like females are like, oh, Hugs and Jugs. I got Jugs. Like, I love your shirt. I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks. And guys are like, oh, that's a cool name, you know. But girls like it more, which is, and especially the saying, because it's just
Yeah.
be a good person.
Gotcha.
Be better, yeah.
Can you get? So you're talking about girls? Can you get those in pink? I'm just curious. Not yet.
I was advised not to do it, but
Interesting,
I've
okay.
actually got some responses to get a pink shirt. One of the main reasons that I want to do it is because I have 2 nieces, Mila and Maya. Mila's about 6 and Maya's 3. And one day I had this extra small and I gave it to Mila. I was like, here, Mila. She loved it. She went crazy and she showed her little friends. And it didn't say the saying on the back. It didn't say that. It only had the big panda here. And she loved it. She went crazy. And her mom told me that she hasn't taken it off for 2 days.
Wow.
She wears it to school. And,
What?
and then I get a text message from the mom, and it's my niece Mila. She's like, Theo, can I have one in pink? And I'm like, it melted my heart. Like the
How
little
can you
videos, like,
not?
all right, like I'll get one in
Jeez.
pink.
Oh, I bet you do one in pink. People are gonna ask for it. I bet.
Yeah,
I
sure
think
too.
so.
I
Yeah, I've
think
had a
so.
couple girls ask me for it in pink. I mean, even some dudes like, yeah, I'll wear pink. Like, that's cool. So it was black, red, white, and green. Military green first, but now I'm gonna do blue and pink. So that way I can have, like I said, a larger catalog. And
Yeah,
people like the
definitely.
royal blue, and a lot of people like the pink.
Yeah.
Oh.
But this was a good start because people love the color, especially
I like
like
that. I like
this.
that one.
Yeah, that one's cool. That
People
one's
see
smart,
this
man.
one and they're like, man, that's nice, bro. Whenever
Yeah.
I wear it, be like, oh, that's a cool color. It's like, yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's
And the
sharp.
black just goes with it so well. So yeah, that's
Maybe you should do a kids version that just says "Be nice."
that wouldn't be a bad idea, man. I'm gonna have to kick you back some royalties now. 'Cause-
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
It's on video, yeah. So not
yeah, but that would be a good idea for kids too, because I can't put that for kids.
Yeah.
It's not for kids.
Do you have an idea of when you expect to have your bar open, or
So I was thinking more along, like aiming for July, August. You know,
this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
okay.
some buddies. I have one friend of mine. Hey, I have 20 grand. Let's do it now. I have another buddy of mine. Hey, I have 50 grand. Let's do it now. I'm like, dude, like,
Wow.
like relax, man. Let's get some traction. Like, if we're gonna invest this much money, like, let's do it right. Let's get
Yeah.
traction. I mean, anyone can open up a bar and it fails, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have traction where enough people, I mean, even if 1,000 people know your name, you know, those 1,000 people will tell more people, like, oh yeah, well, there's a bar like that. Let's go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the idea behind it. Because I mean, I can pull the trigger and do it now, but that wouldn't be the smartest thing to do.
Got you.
I'd rather
Oh,
get
that's-
traction and
Yeah.
So
It's
hopefully around
smart
July,
that you're
August.
thinking
Wow.
like that, man. Yeah. Because here in El Paso, these bars just pop up and they get packed, and then they just dwindle down, and then the crowd goes to another bar, and then it dwindles down, and then they go to another bar.
Yeah, and it's the truth, man. Because you'll see bars pop up like crazy. I mean, there's a couple of I guess like bar connoisseurs or I don't know, entrepreneurs that they're very successful, and that's awesome, man. Like hats off to them. Like that's sick, you know. You see them and I got this bar, I got this bar, I got this bar, and they're not flaunting, but I mean at that point like that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Like that's awesome, and that's what I want to where the point like it's I guess like a well-known bar, you know. Like think of Hope and Anchor. Been there for years, you know. Everyone, oh yeah, I've been there a couple of times, or I used to love that place, and it's still running. I want a bar like that, you know, that's established in this city. Yeah, I wanted to be successful because I wanted to be successful, but I want it to be where in 10 years from now, I'm like, oh yeah, man, that place is still open, still kicking. Like, yeah,
Still
let's go.
going.
Yeah. That's what I want versus make a quick buck. Because I could
Gotcha.
have bought some shirts, sold them on, like, okay, cool, I'm out. Let's do something else. I want to establish something here.
Leave a legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
man.
Not
That's
just for me, but like maybe for my family or for El Paso, whatever. Like, oh yeah, dude, like Ellen J's, like that's known, you know.
Yeah, it's
that's what El
known, man.
Paso's
Yeah,
known
people
for. Like
drive through El Paso
yeah,
just to stop at
the
Alan
Lucky
J's,
Cafe,
man.
like just
Yeah.
something like that. That's what I want to establish. Not
Nice.
just like, oh, I made it for 6 months and I'm out. Like, nah, I want to establish that.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully I do it the right way. I don't know what the right way is, but I don't know what it is.
We'll find out, man.
Yeah, soon enough.
We'll
Oh, you're,
find out.
you're starting off good, man.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's smart. And let the name go out there.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Let it be.
Usually
catchy,
it's the other way around. They'll open a business and then try to establish their name.
Yeah.
You're establishing the name first.
Yeah, they'll get, oh, well, this is a business and this is our merchandise, and try to buy some stuff. It's like, I don't like your place that much, so maybe not really, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus, I want to have a bunch of your shirts. Like, oh, you have a
Sure.
place? Like, let me stop by.
Yeah. Yeah, for
So,
sure. man.
I mean, that's a dream. I have
Hey,
a-
no, that's how it stars, man. And the fact that you're actually doing it, because I've had a lot of dreams, bro, but I have yet to put my foot in the actual, you know, I've yet to pay that $30, man. So good for you, man.
And it's just, like, I never thought about it, but it was one of those things. Just like, when I went back to school, I went back for information, and they're like, oh, well, what are you here for? I was like, oh, I want to register. And, okay, you're registered. Like, you start Monday. It's like,
Like, whoa.
it's Thursday.
Whoa, wait,
Like,
whoa,
oh, yeah,
whoa,
you
whoa,
start.
whoa.
I was like, wait,
Is that easy?
I didn't mean that soon.
I was just kidding. Maybe next semester, you know?
Yeah.
But when I did this too, like Omar's the one that pushed me. He's like, no, just do it. Like, just do it. He's like, here's your idea, do it. I was like, all right. And then I
Nice.
trademarked it, and then I bought some inventory, and I was like, oh man, it's a lot of money. And everyone's like, just keep pushing, bro. You'll make it back. I was like, all right. So then I kept doing more and then buying more and buying more. And the next thing I have a website, the trademark pending, and I have shirts, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. there
And
you
this
go.
was
Yeah.
an idea, and at the end of January, you know, started selling maybe the second week of March, first week of March, and I sold
Yeah,
like
they're
100
selling
shirts
it.
in 3
Nice,
weeks. I was
man.
like, that's crazy.
Really?
Have you
Nice.
approached any like places to see if they would sell their shirts in their establishment or not yet?
That's kind of where
Like
I
Hooters?
went ahead. Yeah, that would be
Oh.
cool. But, no,
That would be
asked,
cool.
Ouch.
I've asked some places like that, but they're like, no, we sell our own merchandise.
Yeah.
There's only a couple of shops that I can really like go to where I can sell something else that they don't like. Well, we have our own merchandise, or we order from somewhere else. So that's the next step. I mean, I have the merchandise now, but I'm gonna wait to see how the event goes in May. Hopefully, I sell a bunch of shirts, and I can pretty much have more inventory afterwards and start approaching different
Gotcha.
shops. I mean, even if I have to go to Las Cruces, which I will, or I want to take a trip up to Rio Doso and be like, hey, here's some stickers, or can I leave some shirts
Sure,
here?
there you go.
Something.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to do that. But that's the next step.
Cool.
Because doing my own brick and mortar, like a Hugs and Jugs store, wouldn't be the best thing. It's Hugs and
Sure.
Jugs bar, and then the store is going to be online. But if I can get it in store locally, that's hopefully where I can go.
Awesome,
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe we have somebody watching who wants to get a hold of you and say, hey, I want to be the first store to carry Hugs and Jugs
Hopefully
shirt.
that
You never
would-
know.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah.
Then I'll ask for a kickback.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Or at least a hug.
I'll take the jugs.
Yeah, well,
Let us know if you need any signs, stickers. We do all
Yeah,
that.
man.
yeah,
We're here to help you guys
that's
out,
that's
man.
one thing that I do need to get. It's just a mess, man. When I
Sure.
think I have one thing figured out, I'm like, I
You
gotta
can
do
do so
this.
much of this.
Yeah.
something
But it's
else.
also exciting because all these ideas pop in your head. You're like, wow, that's pretty cool, man.
And it's crazy, but then I look at the the bank account. I'm like, okay, I have this many ideas. I have this much in sales. Like, all right, let's bring the ideas down.
Yeah.
So that's another thing where it's a step by step. At first, it took off because I dumped my money into it, and it's like, cool, like you got to do what you got to do. And I got the inventory from it. I got everything that I needed. But now I got to start thinking more like, okay, I got to stop spending my money, and tax purposes at the end of the year, it's like, all right, cool, like,
there you go.
All right, let's spend this. So now I'm a little, okay, let me
A little bit more conservative than
let
what
me
you
think
wanted
like-
to be.
yeah. So that's where I'm headed now. But luckily, it's been selling enough to where I can pretty much reinvest into anything that I need.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Right on.
So
That's
it's
the
pretty cool.
concept, man. Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, I
Cool.
hope I
That
hope it
was-
takes off, man. I can't wait to have you open up your bar and I can go and have a drink with you, man.
Yeah,
and
hopefully-
I won't be.
That guy.
I'll be nice.
You won't be that guy. Yeah, you'll be nice. Yeah. Hopefully by this year. I mean, that's hopefully.
Yeah.
That's just all I can say at this point.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
willing, and hopefully this year you'll see a brick and mortar, and that's cool, man. Let me stop by and have a drink.
Cool. Sounds
Cool.
good, man.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by,
Yeah,
man.
Thank you guys
Wish
for
you
having me.
success.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you guys. This is
Cool.
pretty awesome. A great experience for sure.
Thank
Cool.
you for coming last second, man. You did it. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Man.
Give it up to Hugs and Jugs.
Hugs
Mr.
and
Antonio was on the show
Jugs.
today. Thank you, sir.
guys. Appreciate
We are the
you.
Sign Brocast. Make sure to subscribe on the link below, and we are signing off.
Have a good day.
Time roses